guys, let's get straight into Goblintown. WTF. Finally, these guys have doxed. So let's look at it and let's discuss it, right? So this is what they showed on their Twitter yesterday. We knew the day would come where we'd have to dox, and we've come to the point where we feel it would be irresponsible not to. This community has placed a huge amount of faith in us and has taken this project to a place we could not have imagined when we were building it. We couldn't, in good conscience, keep to the shadows any longer. Also, you all keep asking for merch. We didn't feel we could make that kind of thing available without doxing. Also, we'd set aside a whole bunch of goblins for our pre-existing community. It's time they get something. Let me pause it, then I can read it to you. We'll give details about our plans for those gobs later on this video, but don't worry, we won't be dropping 1,000 new goblins in the market all at once. We're astonished, humbled, and incredibly grateful for the response we've received from the community. You have adopted Goblintown in the exact spirit of fun, silliness, and happiness in the face of adversity that we'd intended it. We're just a little team of folks who had an idea that grew wildly and wonderfully out of our control. We know that Goblintown has acted as a form of group therapy and a source of inspiration and comedic relief for many of you. You have done the same for us. We are Truth Labs, the team behind Illuminati NFT and the 187. When we launched Illuminati NFT, we promised to cause mischief on the blockchain. This was our first attempt. It's gone pretty well so far. But we are not Goblintown. You are. Goblintown has no roadmap. It never will have one. You are all building this world with us as we go. Goblintown has no Discord. It will never have one. Goblintown is open to all. Goblintown has no utility. We're not even sure what utility means anymore. CCO, Goblintown doesn't belong to us, it belongs to you. Or we ask that you help us build something weird and wonderful and original with that intention. Technical stuff about what happens next, supersiding news follows. The other 1,000 goblins. The 1,000 goblins that were set aside on the day of mint are reserved for the Illuminati and the 187 communities. The Illuminati DAO, some folk who helped us along the way, and Truth Lab team, some of whom did not mint goblins in case we had to deflect attention before we were good and ready to throw back our hoods. $50 goblins will go to Illuminati DAO, 50 goblins will go to the team and to the humans who helped us make this thing possible. The remaining 900 goblins will be raffled to the Illuminati NFT and the 187 communities at a rate of 5 per day over the next 6 months. NFT New York City. The goblins will be there. First, the McGoblin Burger truck, yes really, will be cruising the streets of New York during the week, so watch for us parked outside your favorite NFT parties. One place you'll know you can find us will be at Ferocious's live painting event with our very own Process Grey, aka Baggersfeld, on 21st of June. Second, we're inviting all gob holders to the Illuminati Summer Solstice Immersive event on June the 21st on the capacity limited basis. Every holder will use their gob as a ticket with token proof. Immediately following the Illuminati event, we'll be holding a Goblintown after party at midnight. Location of the event, something at 11:55 p.m. merch. It will be available after NFT New York City. There'll be lots of fun stuff, including a limited quantity of sauce produced in partnership with Lee Kum Kee. Yes, really. In closing, we'd like to say again that we're in awe of the reception Goblintown has received from this amazing community. We're excited to see where you all lead us next. Don't forget that there's a little goblin in all of us. All right, guys, so that's it. That's how they revealed. So just a few initial thoughts. First of all, I think that it was done very humbly, and considering that they decided that this is the time to do it, I think they did it really incredibly well. I really do. With that said, we did see the floor price go down about 1 Ethereum on Goblintown, which tends to happen with reveal of NFTs. I've never really had a team reveal like this. Um, so it makes you question, would they maybe have been better off had they not revealed from a project perspective? The guessing, and is it Yuga Labs, and is it people, and all of that was driving that floor price. Why reveal? Why do that? So these poor guys can't win, because when they're not revealed, we say, hold on, we don't know who the team is. What are we buying into? And when they reveal, it's like, why did you reveal? So I think the big thing here, and this is just my opinion, is that NFT New York is around the corner. It's next week, and they want to have goblins there. They want to have a presence there, and they couldn't do that without doxing. In the end of the day, they can't really dress up in goblin outfits. I guess they could, but I think they want real connections with people. They want people to know who they are, and they want people to connect with them, and they want to be able to represent themselves. And I do strongly believe that they would have maybe not revealed so quickly had NFT New York not been there. The positive side of it is that now that they dox, they can make real life relationships and partnerships with brands that maybe wouldn't even look at them before they revealed, and they don't have to have this shroud of secrecy around them anymore. So let's have a look at the different projects that this team from Truth have done. We've got Goblintown here. Here you can see they've gone down to a floor of about 3.2 ETH, and the activity chart, paints that picture for you. You can sort of see at the high where they were at. Then here was before reveal, so average price of about 4. So not a huge dip, but definitely a dip. So there are going to be some people that are, upset that it's not Yuga or whatever it may be. But I do think it's good for the space for people to be able to see that, look, there are very capable teams out there, and look what they delivered. And I think it's great. I really am. I'm happy that they've done it, and I feel more comfortable holding this, knowing who the team is. If we look at the projects that this team has done, and wow, this floor price has jumped. It was 5 Ethereum yesterday. Let's just have a look at the activity. Yeah, there you can see what happened yesterday. Whereas the day before, you could have picked one up for 3 Ethereum, and the day before that for 2.5 and 2.9. And yeah, so you really see a big difference over there. This is a collection of only 187. It was their first mint, and it is like their golden pass. It's their main thing, right? This is their top tier pass. And something I found interesting that, yeah, when I looked yesterday, there's been a goblin in here the whole time, which is insane. I just want to go back here. Just want to see if there were any sales on it ever, or when it was minted. Yeah, minted, wow, even 6 months ago. So anyone who had stumbled across 187 and seen this could have maybe guessed who the team was, but no one did that I know of anyway. So very, very interesting. Okay, so that's 187. Then they've got a main collection over here called main, just being a large collection size. And this is called Illuminati NFT. They launched this really well. They sold out really, really quickly, like within seconds. And they basically had a whitelist automatically for blue chip projects. And I remember I actually minted 2 of these. I ended up selling probably about 2 or 3 months ago. There was just not that much happening. I needed a bit of ETH and I sold. It went from 0.25 yesterday before they announced all the way to 1 ETH, and has now sort of settled. Obviously, it remains to see where it's going to settle, but for now has settled at 0.65. So you can here you can see there's the reveal, and there's that. So obviously the market said, look, this NFT at 0.25 from such an amazing team is undervalued. At 0.25, look what this team can deliver. But to some degree, they said, okay, but this project at 4.5 ETH, it was even close to 5 ETH before they revealed yesterday, is overvalued to some degree. And again, all of this will change. I do think this is a knee-jerk reaction, and I do think that we'll see a more stable floor price, either higher or lower, in the next couple of days will give us a much better idea of where it's going to settle. So yeah, interesting. very, very cool to see this in the space that they have docs. They've also got a whole lot more coming up now. They've got their eggs are busy hatching, um, and out come these jelly baby things. Um, we're not really sure what's going to be going on with them. But yeah, staying in their comedy vibe and lightheartedness. Just ate the Dragonfly. So yeah, I mean, these guys are going to continue building. They're great builders in the space. Alex is very, very notable, and they're a capable team. They're a full time team of 7 to 10 people. They've got their marketing department, they've got their social media department, and and so on and so forth. So yeah, interesting times, guys. So that's all the news on Goblin Town. Now we know by Truth Labs. We've also covered goblins extensively. I've put the links to different videos we've done along the way, so you can have a look at that if you want to look back at our previous videos.